Hello and welcome to day 4 of your quantum legacy, activating your inner power to create greater success. And day 4 is the elephant in the room. And we're gonna call it out because day 4 today is the one piece in your subconscious mind that is going to derail all of the work that you've done so far if we don't get a handle on it. And that vibration, that mindset, belief system, energy, block, whatever you want to call it, is fear. And I know a lot of you might be like, but Elizabeth, I'm not afraid to make $10,000 a month. Like, bring it on. Bring on the opportunities. Bring on that man. Bring on that woman, whomever it is that you're manifesting today. But the truth is that fear is what derails you. And it's not that you're afraid that your manifestations are going to come true. It is a couple of things. The first thing is it's unknown, right? Managing $10,000 a month, which is like $100K a year, and you've only been bringing in $500 is overwhelming, right? It makes you nervous. Like, I don't know how to manage that money. And then that's when your fear kicks in. That's why a lot of you make a lot of money all the time, or, decent amount of money, and then you start giving it away. It's like spend, right? It's because holding it activates your nervous system. Number 2, when you have fear of having money and your nervous system can't hold it, it gets activated. So the most comfortable thing that you do when you're in that fear-based state, when you're overwhelmed, is to get rid of the problem. And for a lot of people, bringing in bigger amounts of money is a nervous system regulation issue. Now, if you've been following me for a little while, you would have heard me say over and over and over again that stuck energy in your body creates pain. And not only creates physical pain, it creates mental pain, emotional pain, and sometimes even spiritual pain. Or I should say discord in your relationship with yourself, with source, and with the universe. Now, the tricky thing about fear is fear can come from 3 different places, 3 different times, 3 different realms, or 3 different universes. It all depends on you individually as a soul. So when you come here to Earth, you have come into this form with multiple incarnations behind you, multiple experiences, multiple ways in which you've dealt with money or evolution or a way of being, right? And so when we come in, some of those issues that you may have had in another time or in another space, another dimension, don't always get resolved, right? You bring it with you into every lifetime. And sometimes you get here and you're working on specific things that you didn't think you needed to work on because now is the time. Now is the time that you get to leave whatever fear that is coming up in your energy and derailing you behind. But fear, however, is one of those things where it is just reinforced over and over and over through experience, through multiple times and dimensions. However, we have to come to this one conclusion, and that is that you're really not human. And I know you've heard that phrase, you probably say it all the time, I'm only human, I get to make mistakes. I'm going to tell you something new that you probably haven't heard before. And I'm going to tell you, no, you're not human. You do make mistakes. And that is okay. That is how we learn. That is how we grow. That is how we evolve. But at its crux, you are not human. You are the hue and the man combined together. The hue in Sanskrit means God, source, creator. The man We all know what man is, right? Man is the body. It refers to the form, the earth suit. The form. Soul, form. So when you put human together, you are the divine creator in the body. Okay? That is human. Creator in the body. And the creator is not, what's the word I'm looking for? Defective or broken. You are neither of those things. You are remembering your divinity. You're remembering your power. You're remembering your essence and your energy. You're remembering how to do these pieces as you move through life. And you're experiencing and creating the whole time. The perception of brokenness and defectiveness and all of those negative things are not really real. They are real in the sense of that is how you perceive and that is what you experience through your story. But in the crux and the truth of it all, you are the hue in the man having the experience on the planet. And so knowing that, remembering that you have power all along, you know the answers to most of your questions. You know what your heart really wants and desires. You just have to be willing to let go of the shit that people have been telling you about you that are not true. And then you have to move into that space of grace to really remember to connect deep within, to activate your own energy, and then to release all of the lower vibrations that keep you stuck in the body and over-identifying with the form and remembering that you are the hue. Okay, so getting back to fear. Now that we know that we are multidimensional and super powerful, fear can take over us, and fear can happen throughout your entire quantum soul continuum. And so fear that can be carried can happen in a past life and be carried into this one. It can happen in childhood. It can happen right now, right? It can happen in the future. There are actually times where your future self can experience so much fear that it reverberates back in your timeline into this current breath of now, and you feel a fear that feels really unreal or, out of nowhere. And sometimes that happens too. Very rarely, but I'm just, throwing that out there since we're talking about fear. And so today we're going to do an activation where we go in and we're going to find the first time fear was created in your timeline. The point, we call it the point of creation. And that is the first time you as a soul has experienced fear. And we're going to go dive in there, clear it out, and bring in some healing energy. Now, take a moment right now to just tune into your body, tune into your divine line. I want you to take just like a 1 to 10 score of how you're feeling right now, right? 10 being I am at the best possible that I can be, and 1 is at the worst. And then just write it down, and after the activation, let's see if your numbers change. Let's head on over. Welcome to the activation. Let's get ready, settled in, and let's do this. Blow this pop stand. Everybody take a moment, close eyes. This is a closed eyes process. Bring all of your energy and awareness into your divine minds. And just kind of settle in. Shut down your thoughts just for the moment. I promise you they will all be there when this is done. They will still be there for you to attend to. These 10 minutes are specifically just for you. And with your imagination, we're just going to invite you to ground, dropping a nice grounding cord from your root chakra, maybe the bottom of your feet, maybe from your hips, dropping it all the way down, anchoring in at the bottom of your aura, and then going all the way through your earth chakra and all the way down to the heart of earth, the core crystalline structures of earth, and anchoring your cords in there. And then at the same time that is happening, we invite you to imagine a golden beam of light shooting straight through your crown all the way to the heart of source, your soul spark, where your essence resides in the heart of source, and anchoring in and connecting there. And with your breath and imagination, bringing in a golden ball of light in and around you, allowing that to cleanse and clear your energy field to shield and protect you, and inviting and calling in your higher selves, your teams, your guides, you from the future as ascended masters, the ascended masters, the healing guides, to all come forth now to surround you in this safe and sacred space. We ask Mother, Father, God, Source, Creator of all that is, your choice, to bring in the masters, enlightened masters, who have great experience and mastery of transversing time dimensions and the quantum realms, to bring in healing, clearings, and shiftings into this greater energy, remembering of who you are. We ask them to come forth now and surround us in this safe and sacred space, and to be of service and assistance to all of us to the degree that is appropriate for everyone's spiritual growth and evolution. And as we sit in this heart space, this center of love, we're just allowing your higher self to come to the top of your head, within you, connecting with you internally, in your divine line, through your heart space, and to show you the very first point of creation where you experienced fear. And it may not even be a past life. It might even be recent, because maybe you cleared all those past lives and it's something that's come up more recently. Be opened, minded. We're just watching as the observer for any information that comes in. It may come in as a light, it may come in as a sound, a memory, a knowing, anything. And allow your higher self to send you that photo, that picture, that essence, that information. And if it's in a past life, we're going to invite you at the level of your higher self, your body, and your teams to engage and locate that point of creation of fear. And let's invite you to go up your divine channel. We're traveling all the way up from the heart to the throat, to the third eye, to the crown, to this moving platform at the top of your head that's encased in a blue colored Merkaba, surrounded by a gold bubble of light. And we're going to invite you with your imagination to go back into the past, to that point of creation and fear, and to observe, what is it that you see? Where are you? What is happening here? And as you put your attention and awareness on this, no judgments. We're not here to judge. We're not even here to fix. We're here to gain information. And we're inviting you, with your imagination, to find that aspect of you in that state of fear, and to imagine a bubble of golden light around it. And this bubble of golden light is going to release the shockwaves of trauma. Bring in healing for this aspect and activate all spiritual lessons that you were trying to activate during this point of time, but just didn't get to. And as that transpires, that bubble of light with that little person in it is coming towards you. Up here on the platform, out of that point in time, and standing right in front of you. We're going to invite you to allow it to speak, to tell its story, and for you to hold the space here for it now. What does it want to say? You can pause the video here if you'd like to listen a little longer. But with that, we're going to invite you at the level of your higher self to come in and around this point of creation of this little fear in her or his bubble of light. And with your permission, to the degree that you so choose, we're going to invite you to direct this aspect of fear who is still stuck and struggling and pass it to your higher self, your soul self, your God self, whatever you want to call it. Knowing fully well that this piece is going to be cleared, healed, recalibrated, and then rewoven and reintegrated back into your soul's frequency grid, your soul's frequency fabric, in a whole and healed state, and back into this current breath of now and beyond. And with that, your higher self takes that ball and returns back into the universe. And you are still here over this landscape, and we're going to invite you to, with a swipe of your hand, just remove that landscape from in front of you until it's back into darkness, to the stars, to the cosmos. And then take yourself all the way back to that platform above your crown chakra. And if you were someone who needed to travel back in time to get this piece, you may return back into your heart chakra. If you were not, and you have a fear that was happening right now, we're going to remind you of your power to clear and heal that fear, and to stand here on that platform and call in your higher self to bring in that aspect of fear, that point of creation, in a golden bubble in front of you now. And with that, you can see this light coming towards you. We're going to invite you to observe it, to give it a moment, and we're going to ask it to speak. What does it want to say? What is it afraid of? What happened? Allow it to tell you its story. Take your time, and then meet us in part 2. As you listen to the story that this energy is talking to you about, the fear, the first time that it created it, just take a moment to observe what else is going on in your body. And when that aspect of self feels complete, you're going to invite your higher self, God Source Creator, to come and take that ball up and out of all systems, levels, components, and all aspects of your body, your being, and your team, to the degree they so choose. And it's going to go back to its right and perfect place where it can be healed, shifted, cleared, recalibrated, activated, and rewoven back into your own soul's essence, soul fabric. And as you watch from your platform, this essence of you, this aspect of soul is coming in, taking the bubble away and removing it from your fields. All of these energies are going to be reintegrated back within your own essence, your own fabric, in a clean, cleared, recalibrated, whole and healed state, and into this current breath of now and beyond. There is nothing you need to do here with your brain or with your mind. And as you observe here on your platform, we're going to invite you at the level of your higher self to bring in those activations. The activations for your body, to help your body at the level of its higher self to engage and locate any trapped fear from any of these events that you are participating in, to clear, to release, to move it out of its form. And as your body, Deva, at the level of its higher self, receives this information, we're going to invite you to come down off that platform above your crown and all the way down your divine line into your heart space, settling in here, holding space for your body to clear, shift, heal, release, 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 release the fear, the imprints, the echoes of that fear, up and out of all systems, levels, components, and all aspects of its etheric field and its physical form to the degree that is appropriate. Waking up, waking up, waking up all of the cells, waking up all of your tissues, all of your glands, all of the blood, all of the microbes, waking up the brain, the nervous system, your parasympathetic systems, bringing the parasympathetic online, activating it, clearing it, healing it, recalibrating it, calming down the nervous system, removing all fear, removing all shock, all terror or worry from the central nervous system, pushing that out, using healing streams of light, soul streams of grace to come in and help with these energies to the degree that you and your body choose. Refreshing, reawakening, reimagining, remembering your system, remembering the body system, keeping the body whole, healed, cleared, and clean. We're inviting the body to manage and balance its cortisol levels, finding a way to stabilize the central nervous system, to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, and to find a way to balance the two between them. There we go. Asking your cellular memory to come back online for greater health, greater wealth, greater vitality, greater capacity to hold larger amounts of money, larger amounts of energy, larger amounts of love. Expanding those containers to receive. And as you go through that process at the level of your body, Deva's higher self, and your higher self, we invite you to scan your energy fields for any other blockages of fear and to bring in beautiful golden healing streams of light in and around it to release, clear, dissolve, and move out of your system in a gentle, easy, graceful, harmonized, balanced way. Allowing the body to do the work. We ask that healing streams of soul light for you and your body, its soul light, to come in and around all systems, levels, components, and all aspects of you, your body, your teams, if that's appropriate. and place you in a golden healing bubble of light that will harmonize, integrate, balance, stabilize, and integrate these frequencies. We ask that this healing process occur for as long as you need in the higher dimensions, 24 hours, 7 days a week, until it is fully embodied in your form, until the fear is released from your energy, from your tissues, from your cells, for the best and highest good, and always to the degree that you so choose. We invite you at the level of your higher self and your body, Davis higher self, to wrap your cells up in a great container of love and light that is calibrated to your own frequency, your own energy, your own source, and that has the capacity to hold that healing chamber in place to the degree that you so choose, while you gently and gracefully move into this next level of vibration and begin to awaken and remember who you really are and what your truth is. Let it be so. Aho. See you tomorrow.